So imagine turning your wildest childhood obsessions into a global business. Imagine art, tech, toys, and storytelling colliding into one collectible universe. And if it sounds impossible, well, a homegrown Singapore brand made it all happen, redefining what it means to collect, create, and conquer the world stage. So if you're just a collector, artist, pop culture nerd, or just someone curious about how ideas become icons, it's time to unbox the story of Mighty Jaxx. My name is Yumiko and welcome to Shelf Life. All right, so today on the show, thank you, Victor, for joining us and Samantha as well. So, Victor, you are known as the CIO.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. You look so stressed. It's the Chief Investment Officer.
Yes, correct.
And what is your role in Mighty Jaxx?
So Mighty Jaxx is actually one of the unique companies in this space that's actually backed by venture funds. Right? So we are invested by venture funds globally. So we've taken that money and it actually increased the way that we innovate on the products, right? Also increasing our exposure and basically distribution globally, right? So we are a bit unique that way, and that's where my role comes in.
Okay.
I come in, I'm basically the guy who helps the company to look for money, and the guy who basically helps the people who put money into the company to make more money.
More money. So it's all about growth.
About growth, it's all about making sure that they understand the business that we're doing, our growth plans, how we can actually make this work for everyone, right? So not only bringing joy to the collectors, but also bringing joy to the people who have believed in us, right, and who have put their money with us to make sure that it kind of grows alongside.
Yeah, it's a whole business altogether that goes in one cycle, right? Yeah. Everybody needs to support one another just to make things work. Yeah. Thank you. Samantha, I know you're an art director with Mighty Jaxx. What is your job in the company?
Okay, so like what you see here on the table, my job is actually to curate and to direct the whole team. So I work with a bunch of concept artists, 3D designers, sculptors, as well as the graphic designers, so that we can actually bring about to market something to you guys with an experience, as well as curate the kind of toys that come out next. So like you see One Piece, Sanrio, there's something for everybody here. People like cute things, people like a bit more edgy and more dynamic stuff, we got it.
So the truth is, I only started hearing about Mighty Jaxx maybe about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, thereabouts, okay, to be honest. And the friends around me, they have actually known Mighty Jaxx for a very long time. Some of my friends are even collectors of your stuff as well. So what is the history of Mighty Jaxx?
It's a great question. Mighty Jaxx has actually been around for a bit more than 10 years, right? It all started out when our founder, Jackson, right? He is a huge collector. He collects everything. Right, everything from like vinyl records, statues. He collects everything. He has no space to put it. It's all over the office now. So he's a collector, and I think like he essentially found this process very interesting. The process of actually creating collectibles. It's a very unique trade, right? And he spent about a month in China trying to understand how people did it, and eventually with about $20,000, borrowed from his parents, he started out this business of creating back then, right, vinyl collectibles. That were unique and they were artist-driven, right? So that's how it all started. Our original business did a lot of limited edition vinyl collectibles. So back then, it wasn't. Now these are all very polished today, but back then it was still pretty manual. So if you look at some of the older pieces, you can see that some of them are actually hand-molded, hand-sculpted. The finishing and edges are very different. And back then, we worked with a lot of regional artists, including some of the very early Singapore artists, to translate, right, a lot of their designs and artwork into physical products. So artists generally, 2D artists, they just draw, right? So and they make money from that. But I think back then the goal was how do we help them to create a new line of revenue for their creations.
Like a physical product.
A physical product, exactly.
Oh,
So,
to make it come alive.
Yes.
Oh.
And then, so with that, I think the approach was always limited. I mean, the point is, if you can't create FOMO, you can't create values that go up.
Oh.
Right? I mean, you have to create FOMO, right? Yeah. So I mean, like this is the business of FOMO, right? I mean, if you go to any collectibles company today, the larger ones, they will release a lot of limited editions, which are maybe edition size of 100, 200, 300. And that's done on purpose because if I tell you, Yumiko, I only have 300 pieces of this product that you can buy, I give you 1 month. Okay, that's all you have. So definitely, wow, okay, I better go get it lah. right? But if I told, oh, Yumiko, don't worry lah, there's a lot of it. I have thousands of it. You're like, ah. So I think a lot of the early days, our limited edition collectibles was driven by this kind of desire to own something unique, something that was created, specifically for a very short time.
A kind of hype,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Because it's the want, I want to have it, I must have it.
Yes.
And it's the kind of like, if I don't have it, what's going to happen?
Exactly. And it infused a bit of unique style. So our design style is actually a lot more street, a lot more irreverent lah, right? Like, not so standard, mainstream, cutesy. Ours, generally we take a lot of inspiration from graffiti, from the way like street art is done, and you'll see that kind of like expressed in all the different pieces that we do, like since the beginning of our journey.
So it's very pop culture.
Very.
Right, it's very pop culture. So I want to know, right, over the years as the business got better and transformed globally, do you guys create stuff that is, something that caters to your consumers worldwide, or is it kind of like made for Asian aesthetics?
So I'll start and then maybe Sam can. Yeah. So I would say that from the beginning, something unique about our design style is that we have always gone for something that's a bit global, a bit more, in a sense that can be understood by an audience from all over the world, right? So you'll notice that our designs are more neutral. I call it neutral.
Oh, neutral.
Yeah, because in the sense whereby someone from Asia versus someone in the Western continent can actually understand, oh yeah, this piece is cool, right? So it needs to transcend borders, lah. Like certain designs are too cute for certain audiences. Some designs are too scary for certain audiences. So having done this for many, many years, we know that certain types of design styles, looks, appeal in different types of regions and markets also.
Okay.
Yeah. So for us, we have tried to create something that we believe most markets can accept, right? And you'll see that encompassed by the large IPs and brands that we work with. You'll also see that in terms of the ways that we express it, right? Via the bright colors, via the kinds of designs that we do, And I think we can go like one thing that I would say is unique about us is that we never ever design something based on the style guide.
Or like how it is supposed to be, and then you recreate it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. If 10 companies can design the same thing, so I guess be the 11th company doing it, right?
So you have to be different.
We try to. I mean, we try our best to be different.
You guys are
give it a
definitely
twist.
different. A lot of twists, in fact. So, Samantha, I'm going to ask you, what is one of the most difficult brand collaboration you guys have ever pulled off?
Okay, this one. So I think one of it is like, you can see over here the half XX-ray stuff.
Yes.
So that's kind of like, I think it's everywhere right
It's
now,
everywhere. It's
Yes.
right next to me
So
as
this is
well.
actually done with Jason Freeney, one of our artists that we actually collaborated with. We actually started off with DC. So we actually did a whole bunch of DC comics that was actually catered more for the Western audience and stuff. And this is where it gets global, We also cater to Eastern sites. So that's when like Toei actually came to us.
Oh, Toei animation.
Yeah, so you can see her One
yes.
Piece and stuff. So this is also extended to the Asian market too at the same time. So we have the Western, we have the Asian. We also have some MLPs. So My Little Pony, they also had the little dissected treatment. So that was a bit, I would say, hard at first. Maybe some audiences could not really digest it because it was scary, that kind of thing. But we actually give it that twist that I was talking about, that you can actually make it look cute. So this is actually also seen on our line. I think we actually did a line XX-ray, the Korean bears.
No, I needed to.
It's too touchable, right?
Yeah, it's
So
very
yummy and
cool.
delicious.
Yeah,
So
touch it a
I mean,
bit.
I would say that coming across with a different brand and stuff, that was actually kind of a hard thing to do, but we managed to make it and push through for it. And now it's a global sensation.
It is absolutely amazing. I mean, blending all these colors coming together, right? That's also part of your job.
Oh, of course,
Right? Because
yes.
you need to do color picking, color
goodness.
matching,
Pantones. Oh, goodness.
Pantones.
Yes.
Okay, so you're very good at colors, I would say.
I would say the whole team is great at colors.
The whole team is great
Yes.
with colors. So, moving on and on with more collaborations, right? What are certain things that you guys feel like you want to do, but you're not too sure yet?
It's a very interesting question.
Yeah, because you have to mix two and two together to make it a whole, right? For your consumers to want to love, want to collect, want to chase as well. So is this something that, you guys have always had a discussion of as part of a team and you're like not too sure if you can pull it off yet, but it is coming into fruition at some point?
Actually, It is coming.
Oh.
Sometime, maybe in the future, spoilers. But I would say we do normally do like brainstorms with the team. We don't just work within the creative team. We also work very closely with the sales channel, Victor, Jackson, to see like what the market's hungry for, what the Western market's hungry for, what the Asian market's hungry for. And then from there, we'll see what to create. So we're brainstorming something, we're cooking something up.
And I think something unique also about the way that we conceive our products, right? It's not just about creating a collectible. I think for us, from very early on, we've always started to figure out how can we blend technology, right, into a lot of the work that we do. So like one of the few things that we started with was actually, back then people thought it was crazy, but we actually put NFC chips in all our products, right? And that is a way for us to actually establish authenticity and also provenance in terms of who actually owned the product previously before you, and to establish a chain of ownership. So we were one of the first companies in the space to actually do it. We had our own platform. So imagine you bought something that's $300 to $1,000. You want to know whether it's real.
Yeah, of course. For sure, I spend so much money.
Yeah, so so how do you do that, right? I mean, if you look at the platforms online whereby it's eyeball, right? So I look at it, it looks real. But for us, there's actually NFC chips embedded within the product, and you can scan with our app, and then you'll know that it's actually original. There's a unique ID in every single product. Everyone is unique, and then you can establish the how authentic it is. And then the next thing you know is a lot of these things actually appreciate on the secondary market. So you want to sell it to me. Let's say you want to sell it to your friend. Then your friend say, "Oh, how I know it's real, right? And how do I know that you're actually the owner? What if you stole it from somewhere?" So you can show them actually that you have registered the product online, and then now I'm going to transfer the ownership to you. So in that way, you can establish a chain of ownership. So for example, something that was owned by, I don't know, like a celebrity, like Lisa from Blackpink, for example, and then she's selling it versus Victor owning it and selling the same thing. The value from Lisa is actually higher.
Of course.
Yeah. So I mean, these were some of the things that we experimented on the earlier days in terms of how do we create kind of like an ecosystem around the products that we do, because creating products is at the heart of what we do, but we also want to make sure that there's a lot of extra value that comes with the product, right? And technology is one way that we try to do it. So going back to your question, there are things in the pipeline that we're working on that will blend a lot of future technologies with the way that it interacts with our collectors and our users. Yeah, can't share too much, but I mean that's difficult to do, right?
It's always difficult because we are in the trade, or we are in the scene, right? And everybody, your fans, your friends, and your collectors as well, everybody wants to have the first dibs. But of course, we, as part of the business, it's always about creating that suspense and that surprise value as well. So you were talking about the NFT chips, right? Yeah. And what if you guys actually catch somebody like being a copycat, or like in a copycat situation, somebody recreates stuff that you guys already have? Then what happens?
Well, so I mean, in this trade, because we cannot control the supply chain, right? The supply chain is massive, right? So there's always a chance of that happening, right? Whether it's an imitation or it's sort of like a derived kind of like copy, right? Where they use this as inspiration and they just adjust it slightly.
Yes, slightly.
Just slightly.
A little bit.
I mean, we always say that, imitation is the best form of flattery. Right? I mean, the fact that, that a design that like this, that works for someone and they believe that, oh, wow, I can actually make money from this design. I guess we accept that, right? So we can't control the entire chain. We can't catch everyone. But definitely, we will always look for ways to protect our brand marks, our kind of original copyrights, right? So yes, to some extent, we will try to control it if it's a big enough problem. But I mean, most of the time, a lot of derived artworks are, it's art, right? So yeah.
Anybody can say that.
I mean, there's no original idea under this world.
Art is inspired by art,
yeah, exactly.
right?
It is true.
Yeah.
So it is, I think I understand, it's very difficult to catch all of the bad fishes in the sea unless it's a very, very big fish.
Oh yes,
For sure.
It's done at a massive scale. I mean, well, wow, then they really think that our product is damn solid, right? That way I can sell it at the kind of scale. Okay, we thanks, but we need to make sure that our licensors also get paid, right? That the teams that create this product also get paid, and we want to make sure that that legally everything is sorted out properly,
Yeah.
But at a small scale, it will always happen, not just to us, but to all the major brands.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah, it is a very fair point because I have spoken to a couple of other toy brands as well, and they also say the same thing. It is very hard to control the entire world, right? When it comes to copycats, especially. All right, so moving on from that, I would want to know what would you say to somebody who has kind of misunderstood what Mighty Jaxx is about? Like for them, it used to be basically just drawings, right? And then now it's all about toys, studio art designs that's coming to life. So what is one kind of like misunderstood fact about Mighty Jaxx?
Okay, in the past 10 years of our lifetime, I mean, we started out as a very, I would say, niche kind of like brand that provided limited edition vinyl collectibles. Okay, that's how we started. And I think in the earlier days, people know us for that. Right, with a company that creates very high quality kind of collaboration products with well-known artists globally, selling it at slightly higher prices, but in a very limited quantity. The market has since evolved. I think the general market has kind of like increased in its desire, right, to actually collect more unique collectibles and items, right, and so the market, as far as we can see it, has moved from a lot of these high-end collectors, right, to actually the mass market. So a lot of people, like everyday folks like myself, who want to buy like, I don't know, $10, $20 items, right? But I also want it to be unique. I also want it to look cool, and I want it to have secondary market value, right? So I think that the market has grown. In the past, I would say 3 to 5 years, right, alongside with the growth of Pop Mart and a lot of other collectible brands, the market has been educated in terms of, oh, wow, this is actually something that is fun and something that can potentially also give me, a great value and asset, great value creation. So, and because of that, we've also kind of like revamped the way that we look at our product roadmap, right? So we go to where the market is also. We want to make sure that fans at all price points are met, right? So now today we have products going as low as $10, $15. All the way to products that sell for more than $10,000. Yeah, so we created an entire kind of like product roadmap that can cater to an audience from multiple price points, and also an audience that's global. So you'll see like here you have products that are $10, $15, which are the blind boxes themselves. You'll see window boxes, which is the next evolution of not evolution lah. Basically, these are blind boxes that can be seen. So this.
Yeah, so that was something that I really wanted to talk about, right? Like especially from Samantha's point of view, as an art director, everybody has been talking non-stop about unboxing blind boxes. Is there a point in time where consumers are gonna feel that fatigue? Right? Because it's just blind boxes. I cannot choose. I just want this particular model from this series. And that's why you guys actually have your window boxes.
In a way, yeah. Like let's say I really do love like Celestia or Twilight Sparkle, but I don't want to do the blind box. I would actually just get the window box from it, But I still don't think that the market is getting fatigued from it. I think blind boxes, as the name suggests, it's blind, right? So you also don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes they're all winners. So I think it's that fun, that play, that drives audiences to want to get it.
But it's also very sian when I open 3 boxes and they're all the same thing.
That will never happen with us,
that
will never happen with us, right?
That's provided if I buy the whole box.
You must buy the whole box.
But you see, there's a rule for blind boxes. I tell everybody this, you can't say the one you don't want or you're going to get it.
Oh, it's the silent.
It's like the silent. You got to go like, I'm fine with anything. And it's like every single time, like at Singapore Comic Con and stuff, every time I tell that to a customer or audience, they'll be like, okay, I won't say it, I'll keep it shut. And then they actually get the one they want. They even get the chaser, goodness.
Chaser?
Yes, they got the Luffy Gear 5 chaser. I think like in last year or something.
Wow.
Really, really good.
As a true salesman, I'll just tell them, just buy if you like
buy the whole tray.
I say at all the trade shows globally, right? I say, if you like the collection, just buy the whole case. I guarantee you will regret it if you just buy one.
He's not wrong.
Because literally, I stood on the floor for like multiple shows. People come in, they buy one. I said, bro, just buy the whole case. Trust me. You like it, right? Buy the whole case. You just buy one. He comes back again, buy the second one. I said, by now I can't guarantee that you get a full set already because it's been mixed, right? Because other people, I opened,
Yes.
So I said, and this is something that I've noticed over all the shows, right? People if you like it, you keep coming back. But I think so that's why this answers your question a bit also in that the blind box thing is actually fun. It's a bit of a
There's a chase to it.
I wouldn't call it gamble, but there's a bit of a dopamine hit, when you get
There is.
Right?
I am one of the consumers.
People are addicted to the dopamine hit.
Yes,
like,
but at some
even
point,
me.
consumers feel frustrated. A little bit, like the
so?
guy that's coming back because he's trying to get a specific character or a model that he wants from this blind box series, right?
Yeah.
And that's why your advice is just buy the
just buy the whole tray, the whole tray, and then you'll get everything lah.
It's a guaranteed you will get
Yeah.
everything you want.
except the chaser, of course, unless
Yeah.
you're
If you're
really
extremely
very lucky.
Yeah.
If you get a chase, you're one shot lah.
Yeah, but I could buy that missing.
It's easier to
Yeah,
get that
that
one
common guy somewhere else, right? So it's a lot easier. So you feel that giving the little option for window boxes as well lets people collect what they do want in bigger sizes.
Yes, in a way. It's kind of like we're just targeting them. So at least if you want that one thing, at least you can still get that one thing,
Okay, so for Samantha,
Yes.
what is one design or one collaboration you fought very hard for and nobody thought it would work, but then it worked?
Okay, I did an original design. It's called Yummy Treats. It's actually just basically cats and food combined. So this is kind of like a bit silly because I really like to eat. I love dim sum. My school was actually very near a dim sum place near LaSalle area. And I had fat cat. So I just decided, let's just pitch something strange, Pitched it to Jackson. He liked the idea. It sold. We already did like the 4th series. And then we got something new coming out very soon. And this is a collaboration.
That's
Like with
exciting.
one of the IPs that are here right now. But I can't say what is it yet.
Okay, I like it that, when you're telling this yummy treat story, Victor is like snickering at the side. Because were you one of the ones that said no?
No lah.
No, he was.
Hey, we're not encouraging one, okay?
Okay,
No, but
okay.
because when she said Yummy Treats, one of the things that I thought about was also something that was derived from the Yummy Treats product, which is actually a dim sum inspired cologne, like perfume spray.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we did.
Smell like a pao.
Like siu mai.
Oh, you can
Oh,
smell like a
siu mai.
siu mai. Yes.
So if you want to smell like siu mai, I can give you a bottle of our siu mai perfume.
It really smells, but it doesn't stick on your body, so it's like a gag.
It's like
kind
a
of thing.
whiff kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It really smells like siu mai.
What does a siu mai smell like? Now I need to know.
Umami.
Oh, umami,
frosty,
very
yeah.
savory,
yes.
smelling.
You want to smell yummy? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll come to
Siu mai
you.
perfume.
Okay. Is there a char siu pao one or only now there's only
We
siu mai?
tested the char siu pao, but we chose siu mai in the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll come to you guys when one day I want to smell a little bit more umami or like a dim sum dolly or some sort. Okay.
Cool.
So, has the entire team ever disagreed on an idea until it split the team?
Oh wow, to be honest, on my side for creative, nobody has ever disagreed so much till it split the room. That kind of
Okay.
thing. We are a very collaborative bunch. Actually, we have almost weekly meetings like, there's this new IP that we could collaborate on. Let's brainstorm, and it's a very fun and enriching collaboration piece actually, because we don't just do it with the creatives, like I said, we do it with the B2B sales, we do it with marketing, we do it even with Jackson himself too. So actually it's a very wholesome thing. It didn't split the room at
Okay,
all.
can you guys promise me one thing?
Of course, what?
I've actually been to Jackson's room. Well, not inside. I have
His
walked.
office.
Yeah, because glass so I can see what's inside, right? So I can see that he's got a lot of things. And he seems like the kind of boss that is very open to ideas and he's willing to hear your pitches
He
and
is.
stuff that, the team put together. And then, of course, the boss makes the final decision lah, huh? All right, so you guys will still have the guts, as a team to go up and okay, boss, we have this idea. This is a render.
Yes.
Right? Oh, you look scared.
We do it every Friday.
Oh, every Friday
Yeah.
is a thing in the
yeah,
office.
yeah. We do it every Friday.
Wow, that sounds very fun. I mean, I've taken a little tour around your office and I see that
okay, yes.
everybody's desk is filled to the brim. It's like one of the happiest offices I've ever walked into. There's just so many vibrant colors. And then I see your colleagues who are drawing and filling colors. There are some that are arranging toys. I'm like, is this really what you guys do
Yes.
for a
Yes.
monthly salary,
Yes.
I think I need to change job. I really need to change job at some
The toy
point.
collection got more in the office right now. There's more condominiums now.
It's like stacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stacking higher.
We call it the BTOs.
The BTOs. Oh my goodness. Maybe one day it can be condominiums. Yeah, like you said, right? Okay, so with all of these as in front of us, right? How do you guys then decide how much of your collection actually caters to your collectors and how much of it actually caters to your mass market consumers?
In today's kind of market, I would say that the majority of our products are actually going more to the mass market. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, what we do is we want to make sure that we have a sufficient amount of products that we're creating at a very high level. Expensive items that we collaborate with very big brands using, very exclusive materials. So we work with like Selangor, with Pewter, to actually make Royal Selangor to actually make a Disney collaboration. So it's like a gold and pewter Mickey. So that's very at a very high end. That provides the company with a lot of branding in terms of like the fact that our designs and our designers are creating products at that level for consumers who are buying at that level. At the same time, the same set of designers are also creating your $10 to $15 products, right? These are the same people who create so which means that everyone is getting the same level of quality from all our products, right? It may be different materials, but ultimately the concept and the thought that goes into every product is the same. Right? And so I would say majority today, as we look towards expanding kind of like our presence and footprint globally, we are targeting a lot of the mass market, right? So there will be anything from the 10. So I would say the sub 100 will be kind of like our biggest play today. Increasingly there'll be people who want to buy more expensive items, so there will be a certain percentage of our roadmap that's catered for that. So the 300 to 400, and the very high end, we also have products we made in our premium work kind of like category, where we use exclusive materials, right, from crystal to like wood.
Crystals?
Yeah, we've done crystal too. Yeah, and then at the super very even the most exclusive high end, we do statues.
Yes.
Right, so we have statues like we work with DC. So like we released Transformers. We released Batman, and then soon there's a couple of big names coming up towards the second half of the year, right, which we'll be launching at San Diego Comic-Con too.
Oh, which you're going to be there.
Yeah,
without us.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
but I'm happy for
you can come along.
Take us with you.
Yeah, well, I would love to go to all of these Comic Cons around the world, right? I think it's really breathtaking to just see what the whole world's ideas could do together in one space. And talking about all of your collections, right? Because you're talking about like crafting for your high-end collectors, you've got your mid-range collectors and your mass market collectors as well.
Yeah.
So as people who work for Mighty Jaxx for years, I'm going to say, if you spot a fake, would you be able to tell?
I think this is a bias. I can tell.
You can tell because you touch them
'cause
every day and do your color
I-
sampling and Pantones, right?
The colors are actually off. Even like the printing's off, but we can actually tell even the material that's used. So most of like the concept artists, when we go overseas, we see something, we're like, hey, I spotted something.
So
you
the
can actually tell.
giveaway is always in terms of material because you guys
Material.
pride yourselves in using the better quality materials.
And also the assembly. I mean,
Yes.
our pieces are all reasonably complex. Right?
Yes.
So for someone to actually do knockoffs, it actually would require a lot of effort on their part too.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So but usually if it's a knockoff, then it's cheap lah. Right. So then they don't have enough cost to actually create. Yeah. And then at the same time, the box itself, the printing all will be off one lah. So
Oh, so
Yeah.
you all are very confident that
Very
no matter
confident.
what, you'll be able to
Yes.
spot the fake.
yeah. I mean, if someone can do a fake at a much lower price than us, wow, then I think we need to work with that guy.
That is true. You know what, guys? Thank you all so much. But before we go, can I just have a quick run through of what we have displayed on the table and even on the sides?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So what do we have next to Victor?
Ton.
Wow. Okay. So here you have Luffy. This is in part of our Wanted series. We do not sell these two big statues next to you. These are generally what we provide to the stores as decorations. People would love to buy these. And these are massive. This is 50 kg.
This is very heavy,
Yes.
guys. It's super heavy. What is it made of?
It's fiberglass, right? So it's so as we work with stores and big brands, they want us to also provide ways to decorate and to attract attention to the store. So we create basically in-store what we call visual merchandise.
Right.
Right, and
like
then we-
feature pieces.
Yes.
Feature
right?
pieces, even the display stands, even sometimes an entire theme around a release that we have. So we work with a lot of our storefronts, and we give them all these things as part of kind of like our offering. Yeah, so these are important. So these we don't sell, but people would love to buy them. That's Zorro. We have Luffy. This is part of the Wanted series.
We have Buddy Lee. So that's actually one of our collaborations that we did with Lee Jeans. I think if some of you guys wear it, very comfy. They also have their own mascot. So we actually did the whole dissection thing with them. Yeah. Even the clothes are going to be dissection themed. So look out for that.
Oh, okay.
This is brand new,
This is
Yes.
exciting.
We have
okay.
Adam Bomb, which
we
is
have
also
very adorable ones at the top here.
Yes,
as
of
well.
course. I love those. Okay, I'm a sucker for Sanrio, but I think all of us have our favorite Sanrio
Yes.
characters.
Yes, the new list just came out, so I am excited to see
Me too.
more. Yeah, what do we
More to
have
come
here?
soon. Over here, okay, so those are our single release items. So they are more higher price point. It's actually Ink Stories. So Ink Stories is actually following a tattoo artist that we collaborated with called JPK. And then he actually made all the inks, like tattoos. I think you have one on your wrist too, so
Yes.
it's me. So she has it all over her body. It's telling a story. So that's actually Eve. Like we have one that's Adam and Eve, but just Eve. We have Gaia, Mother Earth, and we also have one that's Medusa. Yes, so all of them tell a different story of where they come from, very unique. And as you can see, between the single releases that are higher price points, they actually have more of a story to tell. So that's an art toy, that is a bit complex, but it's very poetic. Whereas you go to the cuties at the bottom here, so you have the blind boxes. So some of them are very small. We have a very new one that's coming out very soon. It's actually on camera right now, so I think the audience can spot it coming out very, very soon. But they are actually more towards, like they tell a single story. Easy to see, easy to get. Very fast, that kind of thing. So it's not confusing to the audience and stuff. That's why it's more catered for mass market. And then we also have some window boxes, as you can see, like the My Little Ponies, Luffy Gear 5. We have a normal one and a glow-in-the-dark one. So if you shine a light to it, let it charge up, put it in your room at night, ooh, it glows. And then we have the Gold Luffy, the one from Wanted series. So that's actually one of our exclusives, right? From SGCC last year?
Yeah, that was from
Yeah.
SGCC in December last year.
Wow, and it's staying here in the studio.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We'll talk about it at the end of the episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
it may be a permanent thing here. We don't know. All right. So, what are some things that your fans and friends or even collectors can look forward to in terms of future collaborations to collect?
Oh my gosh. So much spoilers, Vic.
Yeah,
kind
without spoiling too much.
Okay. Look forward to some things that are coming out soon, maybe more in the anime genre.
Oh, that's gonna be a very big hit, right? Because
Yes.
we're just talking about made for Asia aesthetics as well, and it's a
Yes.
very big market worldwide. Like I
Worldwide.
do see a lot of content creators who are chasing after anime stuff as well.
Yes, so not just One Piece, get ready for something different.
Oh, that is exciting. All right. Thank you guys for being here with me and all of these amazing collections and pieces that are going to stay right here in the studio after this episode. No, I'm kidding, but thank you so much for being here with me. I'm definitely more than happy to have you guys back again and we can explore more stuff that you have in upcoming collaborations.
Definitely.
Thanks for having us, Yumiko.
No,
Thank you so much.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Shelf Life and we'll catch you back here on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.